Hamas is using human shields.
A human shield.
Human shields.
Human shield.
Human shields.
Human shields.
Or are they? Israel and the West have been adamantly saying that the Palestinian Resistance is using civilians as human shields, which is what largely contributed to the massive 34,000 dead in Gaza. Every time Israel struck a building, it was a legitimate military target. Or so they sought to make the public believe, because Israel can't do anything wrong, can it? And while most Western politicians and media are adamant on swaying the public to believe that Israelis are perfect beings, AI isn't. Israel has been using a vast AI-powered database known as Lavender, bundling together several programs all working together to identify potential targets for their alleged affiliation with the resistance. Lavender reportedly has a list of 37,000 targets, which means that Israel only has a few thousand victims left. But again, it's not perfect, and it has a margin of error of at least 10% per case, identifying individuals who are very loosely tied to the resistance or not connected to it at all as potential targets. But what does this have to do with human shields, though? Well, of course, it wouldn't be Israel without the slaughter of innocent civilians. It's one thing to identify potential targets, but it's a completely different thing to act militarily against them indiscriminately and without due diligence. Surely they wouldn't do that. No, obviously they did. The Israeli occupation forces, after using Lavender to identify potential military targets, used a software called this just sounds evil. Called Where's Daddy to, hear this, track resistance fighters or commanders and only strike them when they are at home with their family. The IOF would be alerted that the target made it home, and without any verification or clearance, they would proceed to bomb the building using a dumb munition rather than a precision missile designed specifically for assassinations. No checks, no balances. To make matters worse, military higher-ups allowed for 15 to 20 civilian casualties in the case of each fighter marked by Lavender. And on several occasions, in the case of commanders, it was allowed for the IOF to kill upwards of 100 civilians alongside them. If that number isn't steep enough, it was found that the AI inaccurately calculated the number of civilians in each household. And it doesn't stop here. On many occasions, again, due to the lack of due diligence, the strike would be carried out without the target even being home, meaning that it's safe to say, although it goes without saying, that thousands were killed needlessly just because the military officers felt like there was too much paperwork to be done. Israel will keep on accusing the resistance of hiding behind civilians. But in reality, Israel is the one hiding behind the resistance to expedite its ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, killing dozens per strike on purpose with the declared goal of eliminating resistance fighters or commanders. Israel is the one using human shields, just unconventionally.